up, Video City? It's your girl, Bree, reporting live from Midtown. I'm sitting outside the Producers Club today. I know it's a different location, but we still here. I'm going to send it inside to my girl, Fendi, and Lunaa Maria. Video City, take it away.
Hey, Video City, we're here with Lunaa Maria. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. And you? How are you?
Very good. Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So, to talk about your music, right? How did you get started in music? What inspired you to begin?
Well, I always loved music as a child, but it really hit when I was like in middle school. I went to schools that did a lot of shows. I also went to a performing arts high school and realized that that was mainly my thing. And then maybe like 2 years into college, I really started taking it serious. That's when I started my independent journey.
That's wonderful. So who would you say are your main influences in the music industry?
Well, I'm very versatile. I always feel like I'm going through changes, so I always have a lot of people who influence me. Growing up, it was mainly stronger singers like Alicia Keys and Whitney Houston, Lauryn Hill. Now, growing up, it's more like people who have a lot of rhythm, like I love Bad Bunny, I love Karol G, I love Anuel. Those are my main people, so.
Oh, I love that. I love Bad Bunny. He is awesome.
He's amazing.
He's doing so much for Puerto Rico, too.
Absolutely,
So, shout out.
Yeah.
So in your song En Nene, right, you sing that you don't think that money is important, right? El dinero no es importante para mí. Like, why was that so important for you to put that in your video, in your song?
Well, the main part of the song was talking about me being in a relationship where somebody is taking advantage of you, and I'm letting the person know that money is not important to me. As long as we can get it right together, that's what's more for me, you know? But the main thing is I've been working all my life to invest in my career, and money comes and goes, and it's all about the substance of everything. So money comes, money goes. That's not the main thing. The main thing is the substance of life and really what's in the soul. Yes.
That's so true. That's so true. So how would you say that you stay inspired, right? You're talking about the obstacles in the industry, and like, how do you stay inspired with those obstacles?
Well, it is hard, especially when you are working in other places to invest in your career. So it does get difficult, but trying to not be burnt out. So taking time to rest, taking time to connect with my inner self and my inner child is very important for me as well. And just always making sure that I'm grounded and that my morals are always the same. So that's my main thing.
I love that. Got to keep those morals the same.
Absolutely.
So what was your inspiration for your video for Karma? I saw that you had like a little Dominican flag. Yes, I love that.
Represent Dominicana.
So what was the inspiration for that video?
So I definitely wanted to be something fun. I wanted it to be a summer video. So it first starts out with me and my girls hanging out on the stoop, having a good summer time. And then it takes me and my girl at the club. The song is mainly talking about almost like being a chapeadora, taking advantage of, you know, a good guy who wants to show me a good time. So, you know, that's when me and my friend is at the club and he's buying us drinks and food, and then we kind of leave him a little bit. So it's just being young, having fun with your girls, living life, and just enjoying that. So that was the inspiration.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to cut to her video for Karma. So I hope you enjoy it.
Se creía bien lindo, que todas las mujeres querían un poquito. Su tenis nuevo, carro limpio, la gata atrás, un blunt prendido. Por atención es rompe corazones burlándose, no le importa quién enojé. Fue así hasta que me conoció, una gira 180 que la vida le dio. Tal vez fue su calma, encontrarse con una diabla que no le importaba todas sus babadas. Él me lo ofrecía todo y como digo que no, y nunca me botaba, so yo seguía quemarla. Dime papi, ¿no te gusta tu jugada? Cuando ya te dé la gana pensarás por qué a ti te pasa, pero esto es tu calma por lo mucho que tú jugabas. Te juro si no era canalla, a ti esto no te pasa. Y lo lindo del asunto, di que yo le cambié su mundo. Yo en otras relaciones y él embobado sin razones. Me compré parado. Dime papi, no te gusta tu jugada. Cuando ya te dé la gana pensarás porque a ti te pasa. Pero esto es tu calma por lo mucho que tú jugabas. Te juro si no era canalla, a ti esto no te pasa.
No te enojes conmigo, papi, que si tú me lo das, claro que yo lo cojo.
Tal vez fue su calma encontrarse con una diabla que no le importaba todas sus babadas. Él me lo ofrecía todo y como digo que no, y nunca me botaba, yo seguía quemarla. Dime papi, no te gusta tu jugada. Cuando ya te dé la gana pensarás porque a ti te pasa. Pero esto es tu calma por lo mucho que tú jugabas. Te juro si no era canalla, a ti esto no te pasa.
Hey Video City, we're back with Lunaa Maria. Hope you enjoyed her video. So you told me you grew up in Bushwick. How did growing up there like influence your music style? Like how did that influence you?
So I was actually born in the Dominican Republic, and I came out to Brooklyn at a very young age. Living in Bushwick was predominantly Puerto Rican and black neighborhood, so my soulfulness in my music comes from that. The reggaeton comes from me growing up in Bushwick and all my Puerto Rican neighbors and things like that. So that, like I said, my main thing is always connecting to my inner child, because that's what makes me feel like I'm home. You know, so that's what I wanted to inspire in my music and have that same feeling, that soulful, spicy Puerto Rican, you know. So I just love everything about Bushwick.
Oh my God, I love that so much. That's great. Well, it was really good to have you here, and we loved your videos.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. You guys got to check me out. There's a lot more to come.
Thank you.
Porque no le conviene que no esté en mi vida, porque conmigo se da vida. Ya me cansé de mantenerte, ahora vete que no quiero verte. No necesito a alguien que me resuelva y que me compre toda mi ropa. Contigo fue diferente, quise ayudarte, me cogiste como boba. El dinero no es importante para mí, trabajo muy duro para vivir. La vida color de rosa es el movimiento que quiero para mí. Yo oigo llorando al nene, llorando porque no le conviene que no esté en mi vida, porque conmigo se da vida. Ya me cansé de mantenerte, ahora vete que no quiero verte. Contando todo mi money, viviendo la vida con todo mi honey. Ya tú sabes que vivir la vida, eso es mi hobby. Te quería llevar conmigo a viajar por todos los sitios, pero si tú crees que cada vez yo pagara, serás loco este tipo. Cuando te conocí, tenía nada en el bolsillo o no era así, pero me locaste, bailabas rico y me embobaste. Dime que loca fui yo manteniendo un nombre por la pasión. No sé tu mai, a qué risas, soy tu perdida, so bye bye. Yo oigo llorando al nene, llorando porque no le conviene que no esté en mi vida, porque conmigo se da vida. Ya me cansé de mantenerte, ahora vete que no quiero verte. Yo oigo llorando al nene,
Video City. We are still sitting outside the Producers Club. It's a little chilly out here, but we're going to heat it up for you guys. Here is Henny Hardaway and my girl, Jules Alize. Video City, take it away.
Hey everybody, we are back with Video City. I'm your host, Jules Alize, and we have Henny Hardaway today from New Jersey. I am also from New Jersey, so I'm very happy to have you.
Absolutely. How you doing, Video City? What's happening?
I wanted to know, you have some work that recently dropped, right? Can you tell me a little bit about it? You have some singles that came out recently?
Yeah, for sure. So I dropped my single Latina October 8th of this year. Available on all streaming platforms, so y'all make sure I go check that out.
You said the name is Latina? Is it inspired by any special Latina, or do you like feisty women?
I feel like at this point in time, the music really writes itself. Like, I heard the instrumental, and the rest is history.
Okay. A little mysterious with your writing process. So I wanted to know, I usually do ask is, how old were you when you got into music? And by getting into music, just starting to write, not so much, really doing the heavy work yet.
Well, I've always liked music. I started getting into and doing music myself, probably a little bit as an adolescent, and then I kind of picked up the pen and like driven into the rap probably like 12, 13, something like that.
Pretty young. I've seen a lot of artists start out, when they're in their younger ages. I think it's important. I like to ask as well is who influenced you when you were younger, because you said you're 30, 31. So you're not a 90s baby, right? Or you are a 90s baby. Okay, like 91, 90, okay. 19. Oh, wow, so you just made it. So who really influenced you back in that time? And how is the music different from today's music for people your age when you started writing?
Okay. My inspirations, it's really like a long range, like can go anywhere from Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, The Temptations, Kanye West, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z. It's really long. It's extensive. Gnarls Barkley. Yeah, very versatile. Versatile years for sure.
So given the versatility of the influences, does that affect the versatility of your music, or you really kind of stay in your lane?
With my music, I'm really like a drunk driver. Like, there really is no lane. For real, for real. I can dip and dab into any genre if I want, and it's going to be top shelf.
Top shelf Henny with the... That's a terrible analogy.
I don't support drunk driving.
But I'm just saying is so you have no lane. Okay, I like that. You can't put you in a box.
No, never.
Okay, great. So that means it's gonna be a long-lasting career, right?
I'm here for it.
That's the right answer. Because music does, you leave a legacy with art. Art doesn't die, so you have to put your essence into it. Okay, how do you think you've done music for maybe, like you said, 10 years or so now?
Give or take.
You think you've made an impact on anybody so far with your music? Has anyone told you you've made an impact on them yet? Do you feel like your music has made an impact on you?
I've had a couple of people have told me that certain songs have impacted their life directly, and that's not necessarily what I do it for, but it's important because music is universal. Music is food for the soul, and I couldn't imagine the world without it.
So what do you do music for?
It's just a part of my purpose, part of my journey. It's just on the timeline of the life that I'm living, and it's a part of my being, like a fiber of my DNA. Like, I don't do music, I am music.
I like that one. I don't do music, I am music. You are the art, you don't do the art. Okay, the artist dropping gems. All right. So you have a feature that you're going to be showing when we do the video. Is this your first feature? Your not last, but do you do features often or?
I don't do features too often. You're good. I don't do features too often. I know Buddy personally. Shout out to my boy OG Beans, you know what I'm saying? TDMB. I was already in the studio. I let them come and listen on the session. I had some extra time that Sunday wanted to cook. So like, I'll bless you one time for the one time, you know.
Okay, great. So before we go over one more time, I'm Jules Alize. This is Henny Hardaway, and give them your IG so they can know where to listen to you, tune in.
You can find me on most social media platforms at Top Shelf Henny. If you're looking for me on Facebook, that'll be Henny Hardaway. Any streaming platforms at Henny Hardaway. WAP.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Henny came through on a beam, like a nigga eating clean, blowing on them color greens. She said she want the whole team. That's Magic, Jordan, Kareem. Your niggas ain't peeping the scheme. You think that you calling the blitz? That's one over the top like a scene. It was me and myself, no Irene. Had to hit the paint and get a screen. Shit was wild how the game could get foul. Take my shot before I throw the towel. Take my shot before I go to trial. Give him five like I'm dabbing them up. Give him five like I'm about to call her. I got TD, no bank in the cup. Niggas on the run eating like what? Right. Take your wifey and make her slut. She a vegan, got me in her gut. Taking back shots, his hand what she want. And I'm top shelf, I can't even front. Had to smash it, I couldn't even bump. Then I'm kicking her out like a punk.
All right, Video City, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Up next, I'm going to send it to Kansas City now. Here is my girl, Ivy Smith, and Drake Taylor with a Zoom interview. Video City, take it away.
You're 18. Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I mean, right now I've got pretty much my like flow down and going. So yeah, like I said, the new stuff coming out, like expect a lot. I'm really excited to be dropping stuff. I'm dropping singles right now. So it's just gonna be a lot of single drops per minute. But yeah, I hope that within like the next 5 years I can really expand my base, because I've been focused really like a lot on the art lately. Because I'm like a very big believer that like the art has to come first. But in 5 years, like I'm hoping that the business side of things, I can kind of get into that more, and just expand my platform to create like positive change. I'm all about like activism through art. I think that's so important, because as artists, like it's our job to change the world and change people's opinions, or just to create a safe space for people to like escape for a minute. So I hope that's what I can like do with my art and kind of expand that, yeah, within the next 5 years.
Oh, well, that's great. I love that. That's very inspiring.
Thank you.
So can't wait to hear the new one coming out. You said it's a few months, you said, coming out?
The new one, I'm thinking it just depends on how quick things get back. I'm starting to use people to mix my stuff now, so it depends on how long they take on that. But yeah, the new one, if it gets back and everything, it is kind of, it's unique, I guess. It's kind of a like letter to the haters. And it's kind of in the style of, it's definitely hyperpop. It includes a little bit of like Jersey club or Jersey trap or whatever you want to call that. Okay. Yeah, and it's just wild. It's a rave song, so I'm excited to see how people react to that. Yeah, and then after that, I'm like chilling it down a little bit. They're gonna be a little more calmer singles, and I'll share more information on that later. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, so speaking of like haters, I know you're young, and you, when you're doing all this, and not too many 18-year-olds have gotten to where you're at right now, and you know, you've gotten to a high level of like, you're basically, I would say, you know, you're getting to a really high goal. Do you feel that you've gotten to where you, I guess, see a lot of people hating on you, or there's a little bit of animosity towards you, or some friends, so-called friends?
Yeah. Yeah. I think not necessarily as much as far as that, but I think because through like my music is very like kind of, it's definitely still commercial, but it does kind of push the boundaries a little bit as far as like what's acceptable. So I think even in like it can be as simple as like, oh, why are you using auto-tune? Like I kind of use a lot of like effects like that as a creative choice to kind of further express the message that I'm like trying to put out. So I think sometimes people, like when I pushed it a little bit too far, people get mad at that. I've gotten a lot of people, like one time I heard someone, they said because I was using too much auto-tune, they said I should get a different job or something like that.
Wow, okay. People you know?
That one I don't think was someone I knew, but I have had people that I know like kind of hate on it a little bit. And I'm like,
oh well.
Okay, well, oh well. Yeah, it doesn't really get to me because I just have very much like tunnel vision focus when I'm working. And I think it's so important to only surround yourself with people that are gonna like push you further, or not necessarily people that are just gonna be like, yes, 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 you got this, but people that will like push you and challenge yourself. So yeah, I like a lot of the people I'm around wouldn't be hating on me because I try to like be friends with people that are on a higher level than me or are, you know, achieving their goals and dreams and stuff. So yeah.
That's good. All right. Keep your circle tight.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yes, I mean, that's awesome. You got a great head on your shoulders, and can't believe you're 18. Oh my goodness. You've already achieved a lot.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. I can't wait. I'm like so anxious. I want to hear the next song that's coming out. No, you guys got to hear his songs. Go to Spotify, check Drake Taylor out. All his music is awesome. I definitely want to walk into like a lounge and hear your song. Be like, hey, I interviewed this guy. So, you know, or go to a club and be like, hey, that's Drake Taylor. So, you know, hopefully soon.
That's the goal.
Yes. Any shout outs you want to do?
Oh yes. Shout out to Native Ones who produced this track, Slim Spitta who featured on it. Shout out to I've said her name like 5 times, RYL0. Shout out to anyone I've worked with. Y'all are great. Shout out to just people who are keeping positive and keeping good energy in the world. Yeah.
Yay, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on, and it was a pleasure to have you, and I love your music. Definitely keep on, and don't worry about anybody else. You're always going to get, you know, you can't please everyone. So just do you know? Yeah. just know I liked your music. Keep it going.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. As long as I liked it, we're good. I'm just kidding. No, but I loved it. Everything was great. I've loved all of them. No, nothing negative. It was awesome. Amazing. So, but keep it up.
Thank you.
No worries. Well, we are going to play That Way after this. And again, thank you. I appreciate you coming on. This is Drake Taylor. Check him out.
Talk that way, yeah. You know it, I don't feel the same, yeah. It's breaking me down to my brain, yeah. That's it, when you go down there I quit, yeah. That's it, when you make me lose my shit, yeah. That's it, can you feel me fast real quick, yeah. That's it, got me in the middle of it, yeah. You made me wanna walk away. space, yeah. You really just know how to say the things that make me run away, yeah. That's it, when you go around messing with us, yeah. That's it, can't tell you about what you did, yeah. That's it, gotta think about what you said, yeah. And that's it, when you go around messing with us, yeah. That's it, can't tell you about what you said, yeah. That's it, it's about time that we spent, yeah. And over it, you've got me lose your shit. No, I can't handle this. What can I say to this? Yeah, over it. Told you this. You got me up in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was feeling your vibe, loving you really all been on my mind. It's killing me lately, you wasting my time. You said this forever, but I see you lie. With my heart on my sleeve, I was foolish thinking you what I need. You ain't give a fuck while you up and leave. And to my soul, I swear you had the key. Now all of this pain, weight on my shoulders, I'm stuck in the rain. Smoking and drinking to cope and maintain. You broke me, I hate you, now I ain't the same. I still love you though. All the mistakes, I won't do it no more. What I'ma do without you, I don't know. I wish we could go back and just take it slow.
Alright, Video City, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I hate to say goodbye, but I have to. Till next time, Video City, take it away.